Welcome back to the channel, soap fans. Today's a beautiful day to dive into the absolute madness that is Port Charles. Grab your coffee, take a seat, and let's get right into the thick of it, because things are exploding this week. Let's just start with Curtis Ashford, because my heart is actually shattered into a million pieces on the floor right now. Honestly, the pain of this man being sentenced to prison is too much. We all knew the trial was going badly, and I kept hoping Martin Gray would pull a rabbit out of his legal hat. But no, Curtis is officially going behind bars. The scene where he had to say an emotional goodbye to his newborn son, Desmond Ashford, was so dramatic and heartbreaking. I was yelling at my screen, "Give him a suspended sentence." Look at that tiny baby. Curtis holding little Desmond, knowing he is going to miss the first years of this child's life, after he already missed Trina's entire childhood because of Portia's lies. It's just cruel. The tears were real, you guys. I was sobbing. But wait, because it gets so much worse. You think being separated from his baby is the biggest problem Curtis is going to face in Pentonville? Wrong. He gets marched into his new prison cell, the heavy metal door slides shut with that terrifying cinematic clank, and he turns around to look at his new cellmate. My jaw dropped. It is Jen Sidwell. Literally Jen Sidwell. The international criminal mastermind who has been terrorizing half of Port Charles, the guy who held Justine hostage, the guy who has been pulling strings everywhere, is now locked in a tiny concrete box with Curtis. I am hyperventilating just thinking about it. Why would they do that? Curtis is already on edge, and now he has to sleep with one eye open because Sidwell is an absolute psychopath. I'm calling it now. This is going to end badly. Mark my words, there is going to be a prison riot or a massive brawl because these two alpha males cannot exist in a 10 by 10 space without someone getting severely injured. Oh wait, before that happened actually, let's talk about Laura Collins. Our beloved Mayor Laura is packing her bags and heading to Ireland. I was literally texting my best friend about how good Laura's travel coat looked in that scene, getting distracted by the wardrobe like I always do, but then bam, the storyline hits you like a freight train. Laura is so eager to reunite with Kevin Collins and little Ace Cassadine. She thinks she's going on this romantic, peaceful European getaway to see her husband who decided to stay on for another semester. We all thought Kevin was just being a dedicated academic, right? Wrong again. Laura's Ireland adventure turns into absolute chaos. She makes a disturbing discovery, and I am still reeling. Kevin has fallen in love with someone else in Ireland. The audacity? Not okay. I'm done. How could Kevin Collins, the man who has stood by Laura, through Ryan Chamberlain's reign of terror, through Victor Cassadine's madness, through literally everything, just fall for some random Irish woman? I was like, are you serious right now? This is why he decided to stay another semester. He wasn't studying or teaching. He was cheating. Laura discovers this and the heartbreak on her face. I can't breathe. She needs to get it together, I swear. She needs to pack up Ace, fly back to Port Charles, and serve those divorce papers on a silver platter. And you just know this news is going to set off a massive chain reaction back home. When the Spencer and Collins families find out, it is going to be absolute warfare. Okay, where was I? Right, so back in Port Charles, things are taking a terrifying psychological turn. Let's talk about Anna Devane, because she is officially unhinged. Anna is continuing to see vivid, terrifying hallucinations of Peter August. Yes, Peter is dead. We all know he's dead, but he is living rent-free in Anna's traumatized brain. Finola Hughes is acting her absolute heart out, by the way, but it is so creepy. Peter is whispering in her ear, pushing her toward her dark 1,985 DVX routes. And he has a deadly plan. And guess who the target is? Britt Westbourne. I am literally shaking. Peter's hallucination is convincing Anna that Britt needs to be eliminated. Britt has already been through hell and back. She just got out of WSB custody, she just found out her Huntington's was a fake diagnosis orchestrated by Cullum, and now her own aunt is hallucinating a dead villain, telling her to kill her. It's too much. But here is the saving grace. Sonny Corinthos. Sonny, with his legendary mob boss instincts, already seems to think something isn't quite right with him. They cross paths, and Sonny gives her this look. You know the look, the classic Sonny squint where he knows you're lying. I wonder if Sonny is going to get involved and stop Peter's deadly plan for Britt. Sonny owes Britt, and he respects Anna, so he might be the only one who can step in before Anna does something she can never take back. And don't even get me started on that, because how is this going to affect Jason? Jason just got back to Port Charles. He is deeply traumatized from the WSB black site in Jakarta, and he made this huge decision to leave the mob and focus on being a father to Danny. He has been pulling away from Britt because he doesn't want to drag her into his mess. But if Britt's life is in active danger from Anna, Jason is going to lose his mind. Could this deadly plot be the exact thing that separates Britt and Jason for good? Or will it pull Jason back into his enforcer mindset to save her? I honestly don't know, but the tension is killing me. Jason wants peace, but Port Charles only serves chaos. Wait, did I already say that? Whatever. Anyway, let's pivot to Trina Robinson, because my girl cannot catch a break. Trina is trying so hard to set boundaries. She is ignoring her parents' messy drama, she is focusing on her art and her high-stakes music showcase with Gio Palmieri, and now she has a secret stalker. The creepy vibes are off the chart. We see someone watching her from the shadows, and it is giving me absolute chills. But the stalker isn't just watching Trina. They are actively trying to eliminate Kai Taylor. Kai has been hanging around, he knows too many secrets about Willow and Drew, and now he is in the stalker's crossing. Is the stalker connected to the Drew-Willow drama? Or is it someone entirely new, obsessed with Trina? Either way, Kai is in massive danger, and Trina's attempt at a peaceful, drama-free life is literally going up in flames. She needs to hire Jason or Sunny for protection immediately, because this stalker is not playing games. Speaking of not playing games, Jocelyn Jax needs to learn how to keep her mouth shut. I love Joss, I really do, but she said way too much to Hudson Park. Hudson is this dangerous WSB operative/corporate shark who beat Ethan Lovett to a pulp in Oslo, and now because of Jocelyn's big mouth, Hudson is making a move regarding baby Phoebe Chase. Yes, little innocent Phoebe, who is currently being fostered by Harrison Chase and Brooklyn Quartermain. We all know the theory that Phoebe is actually Jerry Jax's biological daughter, and that Ethan faked the DNA test to protect her. Well, Hudson is sniffing around, and he is coming for that baby. Chase and Brooklyn are playing happy family, completely oblivious to the fact that an international criminal syndicate is about to crash through their front door. I am terrified for that baby, and for Brooklyn, especially since her marriage to Chase is already hanging by a thread over the whole Willow hit-and-run frame-up. Which brings me to Willow Tate Kane. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. After all her scheming, after trying to blackmail Michael, after the fake evidence and the custody threats, Willow has been forced to move back into the gatehouse. The aesthetic downgrade alone is sending me. She went from the Quartermain mansion to the gatehouse like a banished peasant. Michael's not holding back, and Tracy Quartermain is probably throwing a literal party in the main house. Willow is sitting in the gatehouse, completely isolated. Her supply of paralytic drugs for Drew is cut off, because Sidwell is in prison, and she is losing control of everything. It is poetic justice, honestly, but you know Willow is gonna snap. She is a cornered animal right now, and a cornered Willow is a dangerous Willow. And finally, we have to talk about the teen scene, because things are getting incredibly messy. Scout Kane Quartermain and Rocco Falconeri seem to be inching towards a teen romance. It is so cute, but also so tragic. Rocco is deeply traumatized from shooting Ross Cullum, and Scout is dealing with the grief of losing her mother, Sam, and acting out. They're bonding over their shared trauma, finding comfort in each other. It's giving Romeo and Juliet vibes, but the real villain here is Drew. Drew has regained his speech and mobility, he is plotting revenge against Willow, and now he is turning his controlling, psycho energy towards Scout. If Drew finds out Scout is sneaking around with Rocco Sonny's grandson, he is going to lose his absolute mind. Drew is going to become even more controlling of Scout, probably locking her down and making her life miserable. He is spiraling into full villain territory, and taking it out on his motherless daughter is just sick. I am so mad at him. This entire week is just one massive panic attack after another. From Curtis being locked in a cage with a monster, to Laura's heart being ripped out in Ireland, to Anna turning into a hallucinating assassin, to stalkers, kidnappers, and controlling fathers. Port Charles is burning to the ground, and I am here for every single second of it. Will anyone survive this week's absolute chaos? Drop your wildest theories in the comments below, smash that subscribe button, and join us next time.